Imagine a world where some of the most beautiful places on Earth no longer exist. Climate change, rising sea levels, and human activity are threatening these incredible locations, altering landscapes and ecosystems at an alarming rate. The places that have captivated explorers, adventurers, and dreamers for centuries are now facing an uncertain future. Stay with us as we explore 7 places that might disappear by 2050. Their stories are a stark reminder of the interconnectedness of our world and the urgent need for action. Off the coast of Queensland, Australia, lies a realm of unparalleled beauty and biodiversity, the Great Barrier Reef. This intricate tapestry of coral reefs, stretching over 1,400 miles, is home to a dazzling array of marine life. For millennia, the Great Barrier Reef has thrived in a delicate balance, its survival dependent on a narrow range of environmental conditions. But this delicate balance is being disrupted, threatened by the rising temperatures of our warming planet. The ocean's rising temperature disrupts the symbiotic relationship between the coral polyps and the microscopic algae that live within their tissues. This stress causes the coral to expel the algae, resulting in a phenomenon known as coral bleaching. The once vibrant coral turns a ghostly white, devoid of the life-giving algae that provide it with essential nutrients. While coral can recover from bleaching if conditions improve, prolonged exposure to warmer waters can prove fatal. The Great Barrier Reef is already experiencing widespread bleaching events, a stark visual reminder of the impact of climate change on our oceans. Pollution from agricultural runoff, coastal development, and industrial activities is also taking a toll. These pollutants degrade water quality, smothering coral, and disrupting the delicate balance of the reef ecosystem. The loss of the Great Barrier Reef would be a tragedy on an unimaginable scale. Millions of people rely on the reef for their livelihoods, from tourism to fishing. The future of the Great Barrier Reef hangs in the balance. Next up, Venice, the floating city, a masterpiece of human ingenuity and artistry, has captivated hearts for centuries. Built upon a lagoon in the Adriatic Sea, its canals and bridges have inspired poets, painters, and lovers. But this city of romance and wonder is facing an existential threat. It is slowly sinking. The very waters that give Venice its unique character are also its greatest threat. Rising sea levels, driven by climate change, are exacerbating the city's natural subsidence, the gradual sinking of the ground beneath it. With each passing year, high tides, known as acqua alta, flood the city with increasing frequency and intensity. The iconic Piazza San Marco, the heart of Venice, is now a regular victim of these floods. Tourists wade through knee-deep water, their souvenirs floating alongside debris. The salty water seeps into historic buildings, eroding foundations and damaging priceless artwork. Scientists predict that Venice could become uninhabitable by the end of the century if sea levels continue to rise at their current rate. A massive flood barrier system known as MOSE has been under construction for decades, plagued by delays and cost overruns. While it offers some protection during high tides, it is not a permanent solution. The city's fate is inextricably linked to the global effort to combat climate change. Venice is a city that has always lived in harmony with water, but that relationship is now being tested like never before. Scattered like jewels across the Indian Ocean, the Maldives is the epitome of paradise. These idyllic islands, with their pristine beaches, crystal-clear waters, and luxurious overwater bungalows, have become synonymous with tropical getaways. But this paradise is in peril, facing an uncertain future as the seas rise around it. The Maldives holds the unfortunate distinction of being the lowest-lying nation on Earth. With an average elevation of just 1.5 meters above sea level, the islands are incredibly vulnerable to even the slightest rise in sea level. The threat is not theoretical, it is already a stark reality for the Maldivian people. Coastal erosion is eating away at the shorelines, swallowing homes, businesses, and infrastructure. Saltwater intrusion is contaminating freshwater supplies, threatening agriculture and livelihoods. The very existence of this island nation is hanging in the balance. The Maldivian government is acutely aware of the existential threat posed by climate change. They are taking innovative steps to adapt and mitigate the risks. One ambitious project involves creating artificial islands, built higher than the existing islands, to provide safe haven for the population. The fate of the Maldives is a stark reminder of the global nature of climate change and the interconnectedness of our world. Nestled in the Rocky Mountains of Montana, Glacier National Park is a land of rugged peaks, pristine lakes and ancient glaciers. It is a place where visitors can step back in time, marveling at the power of nature to shape the landscape over millennia. But this iconic park is undergoing a dramatic transformation, its glaciers rapidly disappearing before our very eyes. Glaciers are dynamic entities, constantly flowing, melting, and reforming. But the delicate balance that has sustained them for centuries is being disrupted by a warming climate. As temperatures rise, glaciers melt at an accelerated rate, shrinking in size and losing their ability to sculpt the landscape. The impacts are already visible throughout the park. Once mighty glaciers have retreated, leaving behind barren valleys and shrunken lakes. The iconic Grinnell Glacier, a popular destination for hikers, has lost more than 90% of its mass since the late 19th century. The changing landscape of Glacier National Park is a stark reminder of the impact of climate change on our natural world. It is a call to action to protect these precious resources for future generations. Nestled amidst the arid landscapes of Jordan and Israel, the Dead Sea is a place of otherworldly beauty and intrigue. Its hypersaline waters, so dense that swimmers effortlessly float on its surface, have drawn visitors for centuries, seeking its therapeutic properties and marveling at its unique ecosystem. But the Dead Sea, a symbol of resilience and endurance, is now facing a dire fate. It is shrinking at an alarming rate. The Jordan River, its primary source of water, has been dammed and diverted for irrigation and drinking water, drastically reducing the flow of fresh water into the sea. What little water remains is often diverted for industrial purposes, further depleting this precious resource. As the Dead Sea shrinks, it leaves behind a stark and unforgiving landscape. Sinkholes, some large enough to swallow buildings, gape open along its receding shoreline. These sinkholes are a testament to the collapsing water table, as freshwater dissolves underground salt deposits, leaving behind unstable cavities. The Dead Sea's unique ecosystem is also under threat. Its hypersaline waters are home to a specialized community of microorganisms, perfectly adapted to this extreme environment. The future of the Dead Sea hangs in the balance, a stark reminder of the delicate balance of nature and the consequences of human actions. The Amazon rainforest, a vast emerald tapestry stretching across 9 countries in South America, is a place of unparalleled biodiversity. It is a living, breathing ecosystem, teeming with life in its every corner. Indigenous communities have lived in harmony with the rainforest for millennia, their cultures intricately woven into the fabric of this ecosystem. But this delicate balance is being disrupted, threatened by deforestation, driven by agricultural expansion, illegal logging, and mining. The Amazon is often referred to as the lungs of the earth, playing a crucial role in regulating the global climate. It absorbs vast amounts of carbon dioxide from the atmosphere, helping to mitigate the effects of climate change. But as trees are felled and burned, they release carbon dioxide back into the atmosphere, exacerbating the very problem the rainforest helps to combat. The loss of the Amazon rainforest has far-reaching consequences, not just for the region, but for the entire planet. The forest is alive, it breathes, says a member of the Yanomami tribe, his voice filled with ancient wisdom. The Everglades, a vast subtropical wilderness in southern Florida, is a place of unique beauty and ecological significance. Often referred to as the River of Grass, it is a slow-moving, shallow sheet of water that flows across a limestone bedrock, creating a mosaic of sawgrass marshes, mangrove forests, and hardwood hammocks. This intricate ecosystem is home to a remarkable array of life, from the iconic American alligator to the endangered Florida panther. The Everglades is a vital breeding ground for countless species of birds, fish, and reptiles, and its health is intricately linked to the health of the entire region. But the Everglades, once a vast and untamed wilderness, is now a shadow of its former self. Decades of human development, including agriculture, urban sprawl, and water management practices, have taken a devastating toll. Canals have been dug, diverting the natural flow of water, draining wetlands, and disrupting the delicate balance of the ecosystem. Agricultural runoff and pollution from urban areas have degraded water quality, harming wildlife and threatening the health of this fragile ecosystem. The Everglades is experiencing a decline in biodiversity, with some species facing extinction. The future of the Everglades depends on our willingness to make changes. As we've journeyed to these incredible locations on the brink, one message rings clear. The time to act is now. If you care about these incredible places, share this video and spread awareness. Together we can make a difference. Let's amplify the urgency, inspire action, and protect our planet's most precious treasures. Our journey to understanding and preserving our planet continues, and we want you to be a part of it.